Well, welcome everybody. As you can see by the clock, it's about 5 minutes to 10 Pacific time here in Rockland, California. I'm Scott Robertson, and this is a little update on my never done and always changing layout room, for that matter. Just a little overview of some of the things I've got going on in my cabinet and whole storage area here. Again, it's just a bit of an update. Not a lot to report. Areas that I've completed or nearly completed this little extension here. I haven't done any more just yet on this town. I've been working on this little engine here, which I just recently converted to dead rail. And so, if any of you followed along on Facebook, I was having some pulling problems with this engine, and turned out that this lead truck up front, which you don't see, was not turning real well. For whatever reason, too much tension, but it was so much so that I could only pull like one car, maybe two. The car right behind there actually houses the battery that I've got in there. But now, without that lead truck, it's becoming 060 until I figure out I'm going to fix the lead truck. It works just fine. I can pull up to like 5 cars with no problem, so that works out well. And then again, my best pulling engine over here is this tank engine, this Bachmann tank. It's not dead rail, but it works just fine as long as I keep this hollow steel track clean. Again, very tight radius curves. This is what I'm calling my staging yard or little storage area here. And then of course, what I've got here in this area, from those of you who know my layout from before, it used to be a town and mountain scene over here. Anyways, I regained this space as my modeling workspace, which I really, really am enjoying. Have the 2 tables, 3 tables actually, and just a lot of room to work everything at my fingertips. It's working out nicely. Again, one of the things that I've been working on most recently has been this mine area up here. And I finally got the main structure pretty complete. Still need to figure out how to attach the wire inside the house there and still be able to remove the house. It's more complicated than it sounds. But anyways, we've got to work out some structures here into the background and little stairs up on the side. Those stairs are from something else. They seem to fit there. I'll be able to just elevate them a little bit, make them work. There'll be a little overhanging little deck here on stilts for delivering and receiving equipment and supplies. I'll have a little stiff leg crane or something on there. And then I'm going to redo some of the trees in the background, add some larger ones. And then around here, a place to put some of my old camp buildings. So this will be part of the mining camp area. Again, everything right now is in a bit of flux. It's mostly kind of foam and sculpt mold scenery going in, some foam rocks, stuff I still need to blend in. This area right in here will be mainly large trees, etc. And so have kind of this little background sort of thing going on, but the trees will be more of my goal anyways, is to have trees more like this, kind of in the foreground with a lot of the other trees in the background. So that's my goal, that's my plan. And then the rest of the room right now, sorry about the quick pan. This is the little town of Sundance, pretty much complete with the out of my mind over there. And then as I come around this side here, there'll be a little mine tipple over there in the corner going off into the hillside. And then of course, the town of Cassidy here to be completed, along with fascia and some curtain needed to hide the mess. As you can see, the mess going on right now. I've got scenery materials out. This is little configuration, little mock-up configuration for a diorama I'm going to build for something next year. Right now it's just sitting on a small table. I've got this area here for some of my recent dioramas that I built. Again, now I built them. There they are. Just kind of have them down here for right now. This is another one I built. I'll probably keep this down here and just add more trees, kind of rework some of the buildings a little bit. Again, it's more just for display right now. But then the other thing I just got to thinking about was I have this area down here, which was my GN15 logging line, which used to go around the room, or was going to go around the room. It was never really completed on the bottom area here. And what I did is I had an ON30 logging line down here, and then one day decided, hey, I'm into this G-scale stuff now. I like the idea of building buildings and creating scenes. Wouldn't this be a great opportunity? What if I converted some of these engines and stuff to GN15? And so that was kind of during the COVID times. So I sat down and I did that. You know, this was an old 260 Mogul, Bachmann Mogul that I converted. And then this was the, this is still an O-scale lumber mill that I had out there, just haven't removed. And then I was gonna put some buildings, little town scene, something. I had a wharf here, reconfigured a boat to make it more G-scale. That building doesn't belong there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that now. It doesn't fit anywhere. But yeah, I converted a Bachmann rail bus into that neat little critter. And these are just some converted Bachmann cars. So it was fun, but I really didn't do anything with it. It's kind of just a big diorama. And while I still have some buildings I can build, I got to thinking today, I'm thinking I might just remove all these buildings, maybe keep the track plan, because it kind of works for what I'm thinking about doing now. But I'm just turning into more of an actual switching operations layout that some of my friends could enjoy when we meet, you know, every couple of months here. And there's enough room in here now for people to get around, sit in chairs, do a little switching. And I thought I'd completely recreate this from the lumber scene into maybe some sort of industrial area. And they could switch cars back and forth, and I could still have the wharf area, and maybe do something where that's sort of a staging yard over here, and then they're bringing stuff in. It's kind of an industrial island thing where maybe they're, I don't know, haven't quite figured out the theme. It's just something that dawned on me today, which now I'll become obsessed with for the next few weeks. This was a little Shay. This is a real cool little thing. It's all got power and sound, and it's a little critter. What I did find was these box cars, when you build them, they're a bit top heavy. So I got to add some weight in them. So, and if you think that Bachmann cars were hard to put on the track as you get older, try doing it when you have a bigger overhang and you can't see the wheels at all. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyways, the infrastructure's there. It's all wired. There's sound in all the locos. I don't know what I'll do with all these old buildings. Again, I don't have space for them, but maybe now and then I'll build little dioramas. So I guess I'll just go on the shelf. I just like building structures and doing things like that. But first thing, well, it won't be the first thing because I get distracted, move on to other things, but I need to get this mine scene kind of completed, get the room cleaned up. I know I've been saying that for quite a while. But I think I will. I need to get the fascia on and get that finished so the edges look kind of finished. I can cover up all this crap on the bottom. But fortunately, I've got a nice large space. People can visit, move around. And again, the track plan is very, very simple. It is just a great big loop of track. And that one switch over there that goes off into that little staging yard above my workbench. And that's it. And in this area here, there's a lift-out bridge. It works out great. Most of the time it's out. The other times I just keep it down here. And now with this engine being dead rail, I don't have to plug in any power. I don't have to worry about the track being cleaned. So I have some other shelf clean engines over there that are more diorama engines now because they just don't work all that great, never have. They were bought used. So we'll see. Lots to keep me busy. Lots of empty shelf room. Put stuff. So that's kind of it for now. It's July 4th, Independence Day, or de-Independence Day, as some of us might consider. But here in Rockland, California, the United States of America, I hope you all have a safe holiday wherever you are. Until next time, bye.